everybody, and welcome to some more Guild Wars 2 fan games, where basically what the deal is, a few weeks ago I made a top 10 fan games for Guild Wars 2 video, and from that video I have taken a look at Artifact Crew, which is incredible, and I've also taken a look at Guild Wars 2 GeoGuessr and Guild Wars 2 Sightseeing, where basically today I'm going to go through the rest of that list and just have some fun playing all the different games from that list and highlighting some fan games, starting with Super Charrio Kart, which is one of the OGs where I absolutely love this game. And basically, as you can guess by the title and by the images here, this is a racing game where I'm sorry about any audio issues throughout this video. There's a lot of different audio settings where I have the music turned off right now. But basically, we can select a kart, and basically which kart we choose is going to change the difficulty of our gameplay. So let's go ahead and just pick the medium one, and then we have 5 different tracks. So we have Ascalon here that we can go ahead and play through, and that is definitely very loud. Okay, hopefully that is better. But basically, we are just going to be racing around the track, and we are basically trying to just get to the best score that we can. So let's go ahead and just keep spinning around the tracks here, where you want to try to get some nice drifts going, and then just basically beat your best score. So our current best score is 29.97 seconds, which is pretty bad. And I was kind of not focusing as we were doing that, but if I go ahead and try to focus a little bit more now, you can go ahead and come around this corner and then speed into here, and we beat it by 8 seconds, which is still probably not a very good score. But I love all the different images that we can find in each of the courses, where we are in Ascalon. So there's the Black Citadel, and we see some different Ascalonian ruins and some different char buildings all around here. Where let's go back here and we can take a look at Kryta, where this is the Kryta track, where I feel like this might be, how did I miss that? This might be my favorite of all the tracks. It's just like really fun, and I love kind of like all the different turns in this track and the placement of all the little speed boosts. And we can come around here, and of course I think it's also very, very beautiful where we saw Divinity's Reach right there, where I got 21.97. I feel like that's the same one I got on the Ascalon one, but we also got the Wizard's Tower, and we can see some sort of building there. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Maybe it's a ruin, but then we got some more stuff over there, and we got Shaymore there, and just a very cool area. Coming into the Shiver Peaks, it is very white, a little bit of a flashbang, and of course this is a little bit more of a Norn theme, where we got some different Norn buildings, and we can see the Great Lodge of Holbrack, where I like this course a bit less when it comes to the layout, but it's definitely still fun. And if we come around here we go, 17.92, not bad at all. Back here, let's take a look at South Sun, where this one's really funny because it's a pretty simplistic zone and it's pretty basic, and it's very small, where it basically kind of resembles the map of South Sun Cove from Guild Wars 2, and I'm doing a horrible job here, but it is also very beautiful with like the sun and the horizon going off in the distance, and really the only detail is the sun and the horizon going off in the distance, and it is just a very tiny loop. But lastly, we got the Mists, where this is definitely a very spooky area, and for some people it's going to be exceptionally spooky when you look at the cat right there, which is just kind of unsettling, where we have like the giant cat looking out over us, which is basically just like the giant cats looking out over us in game, which is kind of fun. But just zoom through here, make some horrible turns. We got some Rainbow Road stuff going on there, and then into here where I did horrible. But yeah, so Super Charrio Kart is just a lot of fun, and I just always enjoy playing this game and just coming through here. And it's basically just like a classic, kart racing game, and there's like a bunch of them, and they're always, decently fun, where I enjoy playing this every now and then, and I definitely do have a lot of fun, as I've said like 6 times now, whenever I do that. Next, let's look at Skritt Coin, where this is another fun game made by that shaman who also made Super Charrio Kart and who also made a bunch of the games in this video, where this is basically just like a simple roguelike game where we have the screen here where we are at the top of the surface where we can see Divinity's Reach off in the background. So maybe this takes place in the same map as Super Charrio Kart because you can see some similar buildings. But basically every turn, which we can basically just keep going, where we don't really have any enemies we're fighting as we do this, we can go ahead and dig through the world. And there are a variety of different obstacles, like this stone right here that we cannot mine through. And then we can see like this gravel, and then this sand over here is going to fall. It has gravity, but like the dirt and then the harder, like I think there's like a harder dirt somewhere when we get further down, is going to be staying in place. But we can trap ourselves, and we can see water here is going to multiply and just like drain down. And the same will happen with lava when we get further down, I believe. And we have a randomly generated script name, which is fun. And as we come through here, we can find a variety of coins, but we can also eventually, I'm surprised we haven't found one yet, find some chests. And inside the chests are just some fun items that have a fun flavor text, but also give a lot of points depending on what the item is. So here is a chest. Let's go ahead and open it up. We got a Skritt Warhorn worth 10 Skritt coins, where the Skritt coin is kind of like a play on cryptocurrency. Here's a clump of tar worth a single Skritt coin. But this game is just very, I don't want to say addictive, but definitely like just addictive, I guess. Where we got gravel worth 1 coin. But I just like love playing this game a lot and just kind of like endlessly mining and finding different fun flavorful items like this charged crystal worth 2 Skritt coin, because there are some fun items that you can find. Or let's go ahead and try to find some, where we have the stone here that we cannot dig through. Let's try to avoid the water. Let's come down here. There's another chest. Okay, let's grab this, where we got a Skritt sword worth 10 coins, which is good. And we just got a piece of candy corn rich in nutrients. I don't know about that, worth 12 coins. And then we got shiny mirror. How do they work? 24 coins. We can also dig back up if we wanted to. We can see a chest there that is inaccessible, which is unfortunate. But if we come here, we got a cog worth 1. We got a mystic small change, as inflated as the real deal, worth 22 Skritt coins. Here are a bunch of chests. There's an assassin's boots of the assassin, worth however many coins that was. A spike worth 2. Let's grab this one, where we got a Skritt hammer, so we're collecting a full Skritt weapon collection, which is good. There's a coin, and then we got trained Choya hammerskin sniff grumble. So they just strapped a Choya to a stick, and the Choya is beating people. Got cog for 1. We got permanent bank access contract. Skritt don't need banks, so it's only worth 1 coin, even though that's one of the most expensive items in the game. And it's kind of an item that I want to get, but I don't know if I want to put that much time and effort into getting the gold for that specifically. 2 blues and a green. That's something. We got a mini Bramierson, which is worth 0 coins, of course. We got a plus 42 Agony Infusion, tier 4 daily, 40k AP, and whatever the rest of that flavor text was. Where this is just, you know, a really fun, simple game where you just mine through, find some fun flavorful texts, and I just have a lot of fun playing this, just like I do with Super Charrio Kart. And kind of just endlessly mining and finding a bunch of things, where basically you just mine endlessly. Skritt Scepter, it's like a mushroom, and you just collect a bunch of treasures, and eventually you might get stuck and you basically lose and we'll have to restart the game. But overall, just another very fun game. Loot box. At least it's not a bag of loot. Let's take a look at another Lat Shaman game, which is Totally Accurate Balance Simulator, where this is a really fun game where basically we will have blocks falling from the sky here that we can go ahead and drag around, and we're going to try to balance these blocks on top of each other, where the blocks have the icons of the different professions, where I picked Guardian. So we are currently getting Guardian skills, and this is basically like the meta build at the time of this game being made, which I think this is still basically the meta like Firebrand build, like more or less, where we have, you know, our special Torch 5 ability and our Torch 4 ability, and we have our Axe auto attack and all of the different mantras, and of course our Ring of Fire ability, whatever it's called, might be called Ring of Fire. I played Guardian for 6,000 hours, you wouldn't believe it. But basically it's just like a balancing game, and it's kind of like a fun double entendre on like balancing like the game with the skills and then balancing these blocks on top of each other. But this is just the Guardian, where if you come back to the main menu here, we can basically just experience all 9 of the different professions. Where here is a warrior, where the blocks are massive and the board here, oh, I just flipped that away. The board here is very, very tiny, so it's going to be incredibly difficult to get a lot of blocks to stay here because we don't have a lot of space to work with. And I'm gonna just yeet those away, where we can come down to Revenant, which is pretty simple. And basically it's just a little bit faster than the Guardian and the Warrior, I feel like, and the blocks are also different sizes, which is kind of annoying, but for the most part it's like pretty simple and straightforward, and you can go ahead and just do your best with like trying to balance these skills up. Where we can come to the Ranger, which is really, really interesting, where it's kind of similar to the Revenant, where they are different sizes and it's coming at a different speed, but as you might notice, the board is a little slippery, so it's just going to slide off very, very easily, and you can like kind of just like eat that way, and then it's just going to go as you slide it. Just very slippery. We got a nice trap on the ground there. Thief is very fun because we can see all the skills here are slightly invisible, as if they were in stealth, which is kind of funny. And it's basically the same as the Revenant and the Ranger, but just kind of an interesting, fun mechanic where you can't really see the boxes that well, so you kind of have to try to pay a little bit more attention and strain your eyes a little bit more to try to get a good stack going. Engineer, oh, Engineer is pure chaos, where you can't really do anything here. I'm just going to try to keep them coming. We are just spamming our rifle skills and our like grenade kit, utility skill, utility belt skill, or whatever. And then occasionally, randomly, suddenly, we're going to get a massive Jade Bot or a Jade Mech and another Jade Mech just like that. And maybe if I just like hold this here, maybe. Oh, there we go. I could try to maybe stack just like a bunch of Jade Mechs like this. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's get a good base going like that. And that's just going to push them all out. So maybe if I try to get them in the middle here, yeah, that's not really going to work out for us. Maybe if I, oh, that actually kind of works. Maybe if I keep this empty, and maybe you could just stack up a bunch of Jade Mechs and extend the platform a little bit here. Next, let's look at Necromancer, where this is pretty simple and straightforward and actually very relaxing, and where it's pretty similar to the Guardian, but we have a little bit of a smaller board going on, and they might be coming a little bit faster and they might be a tiny bit smaller, but for the most part very simple and straightforward, and definitely a nice change of pace compared to the Engineer. Looking at Mesmer, another more chaotic one, where they are going to come 2 at a time, and they're kind of similar to the Revenant and the Ranger and whatnot that we were talking about earlier, where we have a bit of a smaller board and they are different sizes, but they come 2 at a time. But it's just really challenging because there's so much stuff going on with 2 of them basically attacking you at the same exact time here. And last is maybe the hardest of them all, the Elementalist, where we have the world's tiniest board and we just have a bunch of downstate abilities that we can go ahead and try to land on the board. I just caught one midair there. There we go. And we can just try to keep them coming and hopefully not knock them all off. Oh, that slotted in very nicely there. And that just, I almost, oh no. Okay. Well, I had a good stack going there, but then it just fell. Let's try to get, okay, that's a little stable now. Oh, We need one to just land right there. Oh, that was a good one. Can we get like another one? Oh, another one. Oh, another. Oh, another. Oh, oh. Next, let's take a look at not a Lat Shaman game, where most of this video is Lat Shaman, but let's take a look at Rytlock's Critter Rampage, which is not technically a fan game, as it is an official game made by ArenaNet taking place in the Guild Wars 2 universe, and it was made for the Super Adventure Box trailer, and they kind of just made it like a full-blown game, which is fun. But it's kind of like Super Adventure Box, where the Super Adventure Box is a 3D platformer. This is a 2D platformer, where let's go ahead and pick the easy difficulty here, and let's go ahead, jump up here and kick the quag into save. And then I'm really bad at this. I'm just going to be upfront about that, and I cannot for the life of me. Maybe I should just restart this. Okay, I can get the rabbit, and oh no, there we go, and get the bauble. Okay, now we're gonna have the snake. There we go. Okay, the turtle, I'm gonna be honest here, I struggle with the turtle. You saw me struggling with the rabbit, get ready for me with the turtle. Okay, I messed it up somehow. Oh, what the, oh, I got it. How did I get that? Okay, let's come up here, perfect timing. There we go. Oh, we got a heart, that's nice. Okay, this one we have to like, oh no, oh, what am I doing? Okay, can I get the, oh, back here? Okay, we can get through this. I want to get to one point in the game. That's kind of fun. I've never beaten this game before, and I probably never will, because, I mean, at this point you should just restart, right? Okay, because I am definitely very bad at it. Oh, I got the turtle. That was so easy. Okay. There we go. Because I'm very, wait, what was, is this something down here? What is this? Oh, I've never been here before. I forgot to kick. Okay. Oh, there's a bee. Okay, the bees are not, oh, the bees are not good for us. Okay, maybe I should progress forward first. I think I warmed up a little bit, and that's not really going to be saying much, but I'll consider it good. What am I doing? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Okay. Heart. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, let's come down here. Oh, I tried to get on the ledge and then kick the snake. Okay, let's come up here quickly. Oh, there we go. I keep getting too close. There we go with the turtle up here. And then, oh no. There we go. Let's get that. And then here. There we go. I think we're close to a checkpoint. Should I? Okay. We did it. I think if we come up here, we're going to gain access to this person who will give us a potion for 10 baubles. And I don't know, maybe we have to get an item to shoot at the frog there. But if we come down here, we unlock this area. Wish, is this area something? I kind of remember what I want to find, but I don't exactly remember where it is. Here, let's come up here. Oh no, okay. Can I just, I don't think you can do this. Oh, you can do this. Oh, and I just killed that monkey. Okay. Can I climb up here? Okay. I have one heart. There we go. Save. Oh, okay. And when you save, you get full hearts. And this is the area that I wanted to find, where we have a bunny in here, and we have a very special treasure chest where we can try. Okay, maybe if we could try hypothetically, we could try. Maybe I should just restart. Okay, let's try this again. There we go, first try, where we looted the chest, but the door closes behind us, and we have this massive bunny boss, which is actually really cool looking, and I'm stuck in the corner here. And I just love the fact that there's a boss in this game, which this is like a really random game made for like an ad for a video for a festival that was not even a festival. It was like a one-time event in Guild Wars 2, and I just appreciate that attention to detail, which is really cool. And I'm stuck in the corner again, but the boss is just really cool, and I would love to see something like this in the Super Adventure box. Like I would love to see like a World 3 like final boss be a bunny boss. I think that would be really, really cool. Alright, let's try to come over here. Let's not... There we go. I'm very concentrating right now. I like the green teeth. Okay, and then... Oh, no. Okay, oh, carrot. And we're dead. But that is okay. And I think that's basically everything that I wanted to look at with this game mode, where just like with every game in this video, you can find a link to it down in the description. We're returning to another Rata Sum game. We can play Flappy Bot, which is Flappy Bird, as you could probably guess by the name, but takes place in the Guild Wars 2 universe. But we are playing as a Jade Bot this time, not a Jade Mech, where I mistook Jade Mech as Jade Bot earlier. Anyways, we can go ahead and play this, where basically we are just going to be clicking, or you can press spacebar. I think I'll click, and it's basically just like Flappy Bird or any of the other 400 million different variations of Flappy Bird, where we can go ahead and try to flap through the different pipes here, and basically each one you go through is going to be a point, and you will rack up some points. But a really fun thing about Flappy Bot is that there are upgrades that will basically change your gameplay, and there's like a ton of different options here, where this is just like a classic like speed increase, where if you want one that's maybe a little bit easier, we can put in speed increase and then increase pillar gap space, maybe, where we will be going fast, so that allows us to get a lot of points, but the gap between the pillars is going to be quite large, so we don't really have to try super hard in order to not hit our head or the bottom of our bot on the ground. And I'm really just concentrating here, where, you know, hypothetically I could just go forever, and the only limit to a score is the human ability to function. But if we come over here, we could put on 2 times turbo mods, which is just going to drastically change the game, where it's just going to make everything insane. And we'll see if I can get one. Apparently my high score is 4. Okay, my high score is definitely 4, so let's try to get 5. Let's try to get what? I wasn't even pressing. Let's try to get 5. Let's try to get 5. Let's try to get 5. Oh, that was so close. When it's like super far down or like super high up, it's really difficult, because you have to like just die. And I got 5, 6, 7. He's popping off 8. I don't. Oh, 9. Oh, that was pretty good. But yeah, basically this is just like a fun version of Flappy Bird that honestly is better than the original version, because you just have so many different options for you to play with, and to basically, I'm just dying over and over, to basically customize the game to be something that you personally enjoy. So you can make it more challenging, or you can make it easier for you, and you can make it super challenging. And the final game that I want to play is Inventory Manager End of Disarray, where this is like a basic kind of similar to like a matching game, where we can go ahead and just play a default game here, where we have this board of items, and we can click on items that are connected to other items, and it will basically clear them from the board. And when I say that this game is relaxing, it is so relaxing, where this might be the one of Last Shaman's games that I played the most. It's either this one or the Charrio card that I played the most, where I just like sit here for such a long time and I'm just constantly clicking over and over. Where I remember when this game originally released, my fiance and I played it for like honestly like a couple of hours, where honestly we were just like laying in bed and just like playing this game and just having a ton of fun with it. Where I don't think she's played it since then, but I still play it every now and then and have just a very, very nice and relaxing, and I guess I'll say the word, fun time as I play this game. But basically the objective is to clear the board, where I think I wasn't even really paying attention. I was kind of entering a trance earlier, where I think I got the first board cleared all the way, and we can go ahead and try to clear this board here, where we basically just have to eliminate an item by basically clicking on all of them at one time. So we have these like birthday gifts here, where unfortunately this one is all the way up here, so we will not be able to get rid of the birthday gifts from the board permanently, because we're going to get some more on the next time like the board refreshes after there's no more moves, where we have a bunch of birthday boosters here and they all lined up perfectly, so those are eliminated from the game now, and we can actually just clear this board just like that. And now we have a new board of currencies with laurels, karma, gems, and gold, where we can make this, let's say, very, 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 very easy, or I think this would be easy, where we have some cloth armor here and we can go ahead and just clear them like this, where yeah, this is definitely on the easier end of things. But then we can also make it, I guess you could say, very, 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 very difficult, where it is LFG difficulty. So let's go ahead and look at this board, and honestly this one kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. I kind of like the default board and maybe like a little bit bigger than the default board, and just like Flappy Bird, there's a lot of customization in this game, which is like so fun and so nice to see, and I just love playing through this game for honestly a very, very long time, as I kind of get distracted and just click the icons and make a lot of money, where you got the gold down here that is basically your score. But lastly, let's look at Escape from Rata Sum, where this is not a game made by that shaman, and it's not a game made by Arena. It is made by these two individuals you can see in the top right corner. And this game is just a lot of fun, because if we come into Guild Wars 2, we have a Rata Sum, of course, the Asuran capital city, and since the launch of the game, the community has made a fun game where you can see that Rata Sum, of course, is floating in the sky, and it is a little bit slanted, where something that a lot of players like to do is to try to reach the bottom of Rata Sum by basically just sliding down the side of the city. And this is challenging because there are some different obstacles like that that will get in your way, and if you hit them you will die. There are some vines that are around you that you need to be careful of, and you need to be careful of like getting a good landing, and you can just like slide all the way down. And basically, if you can get to the bottom, there's a little fun Easter egg where you will be teleported to the Peacekeeper's jail. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit by using a raptor, and we can see this fun little Easter egg. But this is just like a fun game that I did a lot of, back in the day, and I still do every now and then, like I just did right now. But it was kind of fun to see like a bunch of people trying to fall off at like the same exact time and trying to like race down to this fun jail that we can see right here. And a really, really cool thing that happened is that it was turned into a fan game. This fan game, Escape from Rata Sum, where we are currently in the jail, and then we will be sliding down the side of the mountain as a Quaggan, as a Rytlock, as a Modo, as a Skritt, as Colin Johansson, or as a Golem. Here, let's just go ahead and pick the Quaggan, and basically it's straightforward, where it's not so straightforward. You have to press the right button, where we can go ahead and just jump over the obstacles, where we were trying to like slide past them earlier, but we got a little hollow holes in the ground, and then we also got some of like the roots sticking out of a Rata Sum that we need to be careful of. And along the way, there are some coins that we can collect. But if you can make it far enough down, we will no longer be sliding and we will start falling off of the side of a Rata Sum. So let's go ahead and try to beat this game, where hopefully it shouldn't take us too long to beat the game. I beat it several times while I was getting footage for my top 10 fan games video. And it's not super challenging. It's a pretty easy game, but it is, oh, I almost made it. But it is pretty challenging to like beat your score, because you have to be really good with timing to get the gold coins. So if you're someone who can beat this game, you know, you're pretty good at it. But if you're someone who can get a very, very high score, you're like really good at this game. And it's honestly like pretty impressive. But I love this game because it's just like in this sliding pretty much, where you can just keep restarting over and over. And I love seeing Rata Sum in the background there. And there is like definitely a decent amount of RNG when it comes to this game, just because, you know, things are randomly generated, of course. And you can get some good generation or some bad generation, like having two roots like right after each other. Okay, it's because I'm trying to get a high score. Or let's go back to the main menu and let's pick the lucky Colin Johansson, because I always do good when I pick Colin. So let's go like this, and then, okay, well, maybe he's not so lucky. Okay, I got to the end. So now we're falling off of the side of Rata Sum here, where we have some obstacles in the sky that don't exist in the normal version of this game inside of Guild Wars 2, but basically, you know, it just adds a little bit more of an interesting detail, and we have a ton of coins that we can collect here. But if you can avoid every single obstacle and get down to the water here, we beat the game. And we can see we successfully escaped from Rata Sum with Rata Sum in the background there, and we got 17 out of 24 of the coins, and we got 214 score because we got the coins and then the time, of course. But that is basically the entire game, and you can go ahead and try to beat the game on each of the different characters here and try to get as high of a score as you can. Where that has been every single Guild Wars 2 fan game that I wanted to highlight in this video. And I had a lot of fun just playing through a bunch of random games and exploring them. Where if you want to watch my top 10 fan games video, I'll have a link down in the description. And if you want to play any of these fan games that I highlighted in this video, you can go ahead and find them down in the description as well. Where I'm very, very happy that so many different people have created like fantastic fan games for Guild Wars 2, and I just have so much fun playing them, and I'm excited to see new ones that release in the future. But I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in the world of Tyria. Goodbye.